Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com, and I help women lead healthy, happy lives full of passion and purpose. And welcome to this video. Today, this video is going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to work on self-sabotage, so kind of resistance and self-sabotage and how you can get through it, how you can move through it. So this is a working one. This is where you're going to get out a pen and paper and do some of these exercises. Now, if you don't have time right at the moment, but you want to listen to the audio and video, please do so and just kind of take it in and see what's involved. And then at a later time, you can come back to it and really write down the things and go deep and get rid of this resistance and self-sabotage, right? Figure out what's behind it and what you can do to move through it and to get through it, okay? So let's start. Now, I'm going to be looking at a document on my screen, so my eyes are going to be going up and down. That's just because I need notes. So I want to take you through these exercises the best I can, and it's going to require notes. So there are about 6 questions that you're going to be answering. They're going to help you move through this. Now, the thing about resistance is it's very it can get you, and it'll stop you from doing things in life that you want to do, and it'll stop you over and over again. This self-sabotage, and I know many of you have done that. Now, it could be in the area of finances, it could be in the area of eating healthy. You start on something and then you're doing really well, and then all of a sudden, bam, something happens, something which is probably a trigger, triggers some emotion or something in yourself, a memory maybe, that makes you want to give up, that makes you sabotage yourself again, because there's something there that we need to let go of, need to bring to awareness and let go of, okay? So that's what we're kind of working on today. So if you don't have a pen and paper, you want to do this, take a minute, shut this off, take a minute, go get a pen and paper and come back and we'll go through this. Okay, now the first thing is bringing awareness. So you want to know, what are your pains? So what are you going through right now? Now, remember that I'm talking general because each person could be working on something totally different. So some examples I'm going to use are healthy eating, but just note that you could be working on whatever you're working on. So it doesn't just have to do with food. It can be something that you've been resistant, something that you tend to self-sabotage yourself for, okay? So what is it? What are your pains? Like what? So example, if it's eating healthy or getting healthy, you could be experiencing headaches. You could have gained weight that you can't lose. You could be feeling really sluggish, really horrible, maybe digestive problems. Maybe you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, something like that, okay? So, or if it's financial, maybe you keep spending all your money, you haven't saved any, you're not making enough. So whatever your pains are, start to write those out. You want to stop this video, write out, what are your pains? What are some of the causes of your suffering? What are you not doing that you want to do and you know you should be doing? What are you avoiding? What are some of your struggles? What do you want that I'm just reading, that you haven't been able to get or accomplish, right? Okay, so I want you to write those out. So stop this recording and write out those things. Kind of write out what you want to work on. And you could stick to just 1 or 2 things, which would probably be better, but really go into what are all the pains about that, okay? And then come back. Okay, welcome. Now the first question is kind of related to what we just talked about, okay? So this one, you're going to write down all the pain that not doing this thing causes you. So it's like, if you're not eating healthy, if you just can't seem to lead a healthy lifestyle, let's say, what are some of the pains? So again, what we talked about, the pains are that you have headaches, that you feel sluggish, that you're really tired, that you're exhausted. Maybe you get bitchy, you get cranky, you feel frustrated, you're angry at yourself, you keep beating yourself up. So that's what you want to write down here, is what are some of like the consequences, the things you're experiencing because you're not doing what you know you should or you haven't done, right? So what is it costing you not to do those things? Like that would be, of course, your health breaking down. You're getting sicker and sicker, right? You're feeling worse and worse. You're not working well at work. Maybe you're going to lose a promotion. Maybe you're going to lose your job. Maybe your relationship is ending because of the way you've been acting and feeling. So write those things down. Okay, now welcome back for number 2. Question number 2 is, what do you think of when you think of that thing itself? So we need an example here, right? Like when you are thinking about what you want, so let's say if it's healthy eating, I want to eat healthy and lead a healthy lifestyle. What are some of the first things that come to your mind when you say that to yourself? So when you say, oh man, I really want to eat healthy, I want a healthy life, I want to feel good again, what are some things that come to mind? It could be, oh yeah, but that's going to be so hard. Oh, but it's going to mean I have to eat boring food. It's going to mean I have to eat food that I don't like the taste of. I don't know how to make that food. Now I got to learn how to prepare the food. Write down those things so you see what I mean. What are the things that you think about that may be sabotaging that action that you want to do? So you're going to write those down. Let's see what else I have. Yeah, like eating healthy. To you, you could think of deprivation, boring, tasteless, unfair that you have to do it. No one else has to, as you see it. You're being left out. Everybody else can eat good. You can't. You're being left out. It's confusing. You don't know what to eat. There's too much information out there. You're feeling overwhelmed. So write down some of those things according to the thing that you want to change. Okay, and then welcome back. So now I want you to think of some of the positive things. So if what you wrote down was just merely kind of more negative, I want you to think of, let's say for healthy eating, some healthier, some more positive spins on it. It's like, it's going to give me energy. I'm going to feel more healthy, more vibrant. And my skin is going to look so much better. I'm going to look younger. It's anti-aging. It's going to help me lead a healthier life in the future. Excuse me. I'm going to be able to travel. My retirement's going to be better because I'm going to be healthy. My relationships are going to be better because I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm going to lose some weight maybe, stop the weight gain. I'm going to have more energy. I'm going to be happier. So my relationships are going to improve. I'm going to want to do more activity. I'm going to get out more, get out with friends. So things like that. Write down the positives that can be the result of you following through with this or achieving this. What are some of the positive things you think about your one item? Okay, so think of the positive side of it and write those down. Stop it, write those down, and then come back. Now you have come back. So now you've written down kind of the negatives. So you've gone through those negative things and you've written down the positives. So you see that there's two sides for sure. There usually is with everything, right? Now I want you to kind of compare. Maybe write down how many negative things did you say? How many positive things did you have written down? And count them out and then compare the numbers. So do that right now and then write out your numbers for each. Okay, so you've taken time to do that. So really take a look at that, right? So even if you wrote out a lot of those positives, like it's going to make me feel healthy and vibrant, I'm going to have really good tasting food, then I want you to kind of look beyond some of those and go, is that really how I feel or is that how I wish I felt? So I want you to kind of figure out what's really ruling your thoughts and your beliefs. Is it the negative things that are stronger or is it the positive things that are stronger? Often when we think of something and we're wanting to think positive, we're like, I can do this, I'm strong, I'm confident. Our beliefs, we're saying those words, but our beliefs aren't really there. So it's like our words are coming out, but what we feel inside isn't really that. But when we express the negative or the negative things about it, like it's going to be too hard, it's going to be a waste of time, it's going to be boring, I don't know what to do, I'm feeling confused. Feel those things, or do those seem more true to you? Do those seem like, yes, those are really what I really believe? I want to believe the positive things, but I feel that I really believe more of the negative things. So take a minute, stop this, and just listen to that. Like feel in your body, what do you feel is ruling you, is more true to you at the moment? More of those negative statements or more of those positive statements? So take a minute to do that. Think through those. Say them again and out loud maybe. See what feels more true to you. Okay, so you've taken time to do that. Now, it might be a bit of an eye-opener. I hope that you really feel true for some of those positive statements. But often we really realize, wow, those things that I think are negative, like the negative part of it, really are deep-seated beliefs that I have. you know that there's no reason for you to have those beliefs because they're just not really true. You know that you're a stronger person. You know that you can do this. You know you have truly have a desire, example, to eat healthy, to live a healthy lifestyle. But now you're realizing that you have these underlying beliefs that are actually taking over in the background. You know, your subconscious, which is the most powerful part. Consciously, you're saying the positives, what you want, but unconsciously, deep down underneath, those negative beliefs and patterns are kind of ruling you. They're sabotaging you. Okay, so question number 3, our next question is, what things did you hear growing up from your family and from your friends about this, like about something you want to change? So if we think of like the healthy eating thing or, that. So some of the things that you may have heard are things like, it's so boring. Eating healthy is boring, isn't it? Who wants to eat healthy? Or I've heard people who eat healthy and they still die young, especially the smokers, right? Oh, so-and-so never smoked and died of lung cancer, right? Like, what are some of these things that you've heard growing up that maybe you've experienced growing up, like in your life, like especially if it has to do with eating, right? Like maybe you continually had bad food put on the table all the time because either your mom didn't know better, didn't understand what foods were really bad, or you were told you were forced to eat foods, healthy food at the table, even though you were gagging on it and you didn't like it. So then you had an aversion to it. So what are some of the things growing up either said or that you experienced that may be ruling some of these things? Like, maybe you've heard someone say, oh, if you eat too healthy, how can you get enough protein? You're not eating enough meat. You can't go vegetarian. You're not going to be healthy. Or healthy food is really expensive. We can't have all this healthy food because we just don't make enough money. Or it takes way too long to make that healthy food. I don't want to spend hours in the kitchen. Or it takes expensive ingredients, stuff I don't know how to prepare. I don't know how to do this, so just forget it. So what are these things that you've heard growing up from your family, friends, or things you have experienced? So write those down and then come back. Okay, number 4. The question is, now what you really want to do is start to associate pleasure with what you want. So we've seen that you think negative thoughts about it, and we've seen that yes, you have positive things you want or you wish to believe about it or truly believe and know about it, so that you actually take that action consistently. So you're going to shift your awareness. You're going to reframe things to be more positive. Like, now you want to think about, how would your life be better if you had this, if you had whatever you want to work on, if you never quit, if you never sabotaged yourself, so whatever that thing is that you want to work on, how would your life be better if you had it? So let's say healthy eating again. So if you ate really healthy, how would your life be different? Write down those things, specific things like I'd be able to exercise. I wouldn't have aches and pains anymore. I'd be able to stand taller. I'd feel more confident. I'd look younger. I'd look better. I'd be able to do more. I'd be more productive at work. So maybe I would get a raise. Maybe I could go get another job. Maybe I could get out more with friends. I'd enjoy my time with friends. I'd be able to sit down for a meal and not feel guilty and horrible and like I'm depriving myself, because I would actually learn the good foods. I would learn to love the foods. So write out how your life would be different if you had or were able to actually do or conquer the thing that you're having the problem with. So write that out and then come back. Okay. Now, I hope you've written out a lot of great things and you really let yourself see how your life could be different. You let yourself see how things can be different and actually really get into that feeling. Now, number 5, you want to take some of those negative beliefs, some of those negative things you write down. So let's say, take one, we're going to do this because you're going to do them to, 4 or 5 of them or all of them if you wish to. So let's say I took one. No one can stick to eating healthy for a long time. That's going to be my one negative belief that I'm going to work on here. So I write it down. I put no one or I can't stick to eating healthy consistently or something like that, right? So then I would work on reframing it. So that's my negative statement. Now I want to make it positive. So what I want to say is something like, I am choosing to eat healthier because it makes me feel fantastic. And I know it's helping me live the life I really want to live. I know that by me choosing to eat healthy, that it's not always easy, but I'm committing to it. And I know that I'm going to give myself, the chance to go up and down. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to love the process. I'm going to enjoy what I learn, what I eat. I'm going to feel the positive effects. Like, this is why I'm doing it, because I know that once I start to feel the positive effects of it, I'm going to continue going. I'm going to continue to move forward and stay on track. So I know that was kind of long. You may be able to do it in a couple short statements, but that's how I want you to work on it. So I want you to write down the negative belief, then talk like you're working on making it positive. So convince you like you are doing it, like, I'm in the process of eating healthier every day. It feels amazing. And those are the things you're going to repeat over and over again. So when you feel that negative come up, or you feel it, because you can really feel that negative, like, I'm just never going to be able to do this, come up, then you're going to say to yourself things like, I am doing this now. Each minute, I'm choosing to do something healthy, or I'm choosing to make a healthy choice. And if I don't, I'm not going to beat myself. I know that I'm going to get back on track in the next moment or the next day, and I'm going to do better because I understand this is a process. I love the process. I'm going to do it this time. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the food. I'm going to look for recipes. So things like that, you want to just switch right away into more of the positive. And the secret with this is you want to say those things consistently for a while. So each day, even if you have to talk to yourself out loud, right? You're going to pick one or two things and you're going to recite the positive stuff over and over and over again. So repetition. Oh man, I'm making good choices today. I'm so happy that I had my smoothie this morning, and I'm going to have something healthier for lunch. I know I'm making this big choice. I know I'm doing what's good for me, my body. I'm already feeling more energy. I'm already feeling better. You see what I mean? You're going to continually talk to yourself because you need to kind of get it in, that positive reinforcement over and over again at first. So you almost need to emphasize it like more of an exaggeration. So you're going to kind of come across as feeling phony, feeling stupid maybe. Even if you have to take a walk. I often do this when I'm taking a walk. I really go into that role of, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm doing this. This is going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Like, I'm so glad that I'm working towards this in my life. And oh, wow, I'm already feeling better. And you'll notice that your state changes. You start to feel so much better about yourself. You begin to be in a better mood. And you need to just carry that through, because those little voices, the little negative things are going to pop back in every once in a while and try to sabotage you. But you're not going to let it, right? Even go back to your positive list, go back to your comparison, make some more reframing statements, and even after you read them over and over again, that is how eventually those begin to take over instead of the negative beliefs, right? Instead of the negative talk. So number 6, so it's creating a positive experience around the thing you want to change. So like if it's eating healthy or something, it's really about making a fantastic meal, healthy meal that tastes really good, sitting down, sharing it with someone or something, and having them go, oh my God, this is so good. I can't believe that. Eating like this can taste so wonderful. Or even if you have to go out to a restaurant or something that has a really healthy meal, try a restaurant, maybe a raw food restaurant or something you haven't tried before. Go there and really see how positive that experience can be eating healthy like this. Go to a place that sells really good juices, right? And get a really good green juice or something and notice how that makes your body feel. So make a positive experience out of that thing. Okay? So I want you to do that too. And it's just doing this over and over again and reinforcing it over and over again. It's really about you choosing these things. And again, you will notice that you go up and down. Everything kind of goes up and down. So sometimes you fall, sometimes you slip out of this. But don't beat yourself up. Don't give up. Don't go into the whole, oh, I do this again. I'm just a failure. Don't let self-sabotage win. Go back to your positive statements. Go back to your reinforcement statements. And you don't have to keep saying, I am powerful, I eat healthy all the time, because that's just not reality. So you want to start with things like, I am every day I'm eating healthier and healthier. Every day I'm making choices that are healthy for me. So just like you emphasize that it's a process and that you're going through a positive process all the time. Well, I hope that helped you, because I know that this is something that everybody struggles with in some area of life, and believe me, I do too. Right? So make sure to join my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives with Passion and Purpose, because I always put up trainings like this. We put up a lot of videos, recipe videos, ideas, and it's a community to share and get some support. Okay, and my YouTube channel you can subscribe to, Diana Marchand. Don't forget, my site is dianamarchand.com. Okay, take care, do the exercises, be good to yourself, focus forward, reframe, be positive. Bye-bye.